I looked in the window there and I seen my mother laying there on the floor without any clothes on. Mm, mm, mm.
And we are back with yet another episode of the most quotable films of all time. This time starting with the letter S, and Sling Blade is what you guys picked. It was pretty unanimous, which was surprising, but
Yes,
um,
thank you, Mark.
yes, another person who loves this movie like I do, and the person on the other side of the screen does not love this movie because you said it's too depressing.
Yes, yes, I find it very depressing.
It has, yeah, I can see that, but it is also humor is sprinkled in, kind of a sixth sense of dark humor, if you will. But yeah, I just love Billy Bob Thornton. He went all out on this, man. He created this character, wrote it, directed it. Um, at the just the way that he goes, like, makes his jaw, like he almost looks like a different person in this. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
I will admit that Thornton was really good in the movie.
Yeah, yeah, rightfully nominated for Academy Award. But well, let's not waste any time. So let's I'll start with you. You're number five.
Yeah, this is the only comedic thing I could find in the movie.
The only, okay,
This was Carl.
of course.
I like them French fried potatoes.
Yes, I have that higher. Yeah. Wow, that's the only comedic thing. Okay. Um, yeah, I love when he says that. He says that multiple times. There's like a whole running thing with the French fried taters. But yes, definitely awesome. So my so my number five, which I guess this could be taken as non-comedic, but um a lot of people forget that the great John Ritter is in this movie playing the homosexual friend of the family, Vaughn. And it's when he takes Carl out to lunch, and Vaughn says,
I'm gay. Does that surprise you? That I'm gay? You know what gay is, don't you?
I don't reckon.
Homosexual. I like men. Sexually.
Not funny, haha, funny queer.
Well, that's a very offensive way to put it. You shouldn't say that, Carl. You were taught that, weren't you?
I've heard it said that a way, yes, sir.
Anyway.
which of course he learned that from the kid who said that to him earlier. But yeah. So obviously that didn't make your list. So all from here on out, you have all serious quotes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay. So what's your four?
If I recollect.
Yeah. Okay. What's your four?
Uh, so this is Frank Wheelie, the kid that he befriended, or the kid befriended him.
Yeah.
Uh, and they were, having one of their usual conversations and stuff. And the kid said,
If you ever think about killing yourself on purpose like Daddy did,
Okay. Um, yeah, and then he responds like, I've thought on it or whatever. Like I love how every line that Carl says, like he says in just a very different way than any other person would say, you know. But yeah, they have some deep conversations down there by the river or wherever they are in the woods. There's that one scene that gets real dark where he's talking about what happened to his little brother when he was
brother,
born.
yeah,
Yeah,
baby,
yeah, yeah.
where
Yeah.
they had him basically kill the kid.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I can see why you call this movie depressing, actually. Um, yeah, so so mine next one, I went with the comedic ones, or at least what I think are comedic. Although my number four is not. It's toward the beginning when Carl says, and
Some folks called it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade.
so you get the movie title in there. Didn't make your list.
Technically, yes.
Ah, okay. You have like a longer quote.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. So what's your three?
Uh, my three is Doyle. And he says,
Hey, is this the kind of retard that drools, rubs shit in his hair and all that? Because I'm going to have a hard time eating around that kind of thing now. Just like I am about antique furniture and midgets. You know that. I can't so much drink a damn glass of water around a midget or a piece of antique furniture.
And you said you didn't have any other funny lines.
I don't
They,
think that's
I don't,
funny.
and that, I mean, yeah. So
I think it's more that the guy is like being a total asshole. But
yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Doyle, played by I forget the country singer's name. He's great in this movie. Like he's playing, yeah, just a total prick. And yeah, some of these lines do come out as sickly funny, but a lot of this stuff I don't think they could get away with these days. Uh, some of the stuff that's said, but under the guise of him playing just this horrible dude, uh, somehow it works. I love, like, because you know, you everyone knows someone who at least maybe is not this much of a jerk but has these tendencies. And I just felt like he did such a great job of capturing, like, especially when he calls all his buddies together to get the band going
I know to
again,
get the band going.
and
Yeah,
then he's just a jerk to all of them too, and throws them out of the house later when he's totally, drunk and stuff.
yeah. One guy is in a wheelchair, and
Yeah, right. And the song that they're playing, like, he thinks it's great, but it's just them playing like two notes over and over again. It's just like, yeah, so great, man. All right, so my number three is Carl when he's retelling a joke that he overheard at work earlier that day.
oh, not that joke.
Yeah, when he goes,
There's these two fellers standing on a bridge going to the bathroom. One feller says that the water is cold. Other feller said the water is deep. I believe one feller come from Arkansas. Get it?
I will admit it was more funnier when he told it
yeah,
than when the original guy in the garage told it.
for sure, yeah. And then, yeah, the mom is just like humoring him, and then she goes, "I'll make you some biscuits." It's like, I love how everybody just eats French fried taters and biscuits. That's like all they eat in this town, it feels like.
With the gravy.
Of course, yeah. But
Except he eats it with mustard.
yeah, yeah, he eats everything with mustard. That's right. Um, so what's your number two?
Right. So this is when Carl killed Doyle, and he's on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
That just that it was like a totally strange conversation on the phone.
Yes, ma'am. I need the police sent over here at the Wheatley house. I've killed Doyle Hargraves with a lawnmower blade. Yes, ma'am. I'm right sure of it. I hit him 2 good whacks with it. That second one just plumb near cut his head in two. It's a little old white house on the corner of Vine Street and some other street. There's a truck out front that says Doyle Hargraves Construction on it. So I'll be sitting here waiting on ye. And Doyle says, besides sending the police, you might want to send an ambulance or a hearse. Thank you.
Classic. And yeah, I love how both of them mispronounce hearse as Hearst with a T on it. Just those little details of these not so bright southerners throughout the movie. Which Doyle is played by Dwight Yoakam is who it is, the country singer. And he's played in some other films as well, but yeah, this one's great. So yeah, I love how they have that like brief conversation right before he kills him with
Yeah,
the Kaiser
what's
blade.
that in your hand?
Yeah, and he's just like,
What are you doing with that? What are you doing with that lawnmower blade?
and he's like, I aim to kill you with
Kill
it.
you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And earlier in the movie, I love how he's just walking around the house with a hammer late at night.
Yeah,
And he's like,
when he was messing around with the wife,
yeah,
the girl. Yeah.
right, yeah.
What are you doing with that hammer? Why you got the hammer in your hand?
And I think that was the conversation where he's like, I want to get baptized or whatever, just
Yeah,
randomly.
that was yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Good stuff. All right. So my number two, going back to the French fried taters, is a little bit a longer scene, but this might be my favorite scene in the movie, which a lot of people don't know this, but the guy playing the dude at the Frosty Cream or whatever the place is with the paper hat on is the director Jim Jarmusch, who's done a lot of weird movies in his own right. But Carl goes,
Reckon what you like to eat in there?
Well, the French fries are pretty good.
French fried potatoes?
Yep, French fries.
How much you want for 'em?
Well, they're 60 for the medium and 75 for large.
I reckon I'll have me some of the big ones.
All right, then one large French fries.
just so hilariously awkward. And then I
Well,
love how like when he's getting
whole
back.
movie was awkward.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this would definitely be like top 5 most awkward movies ever. All right, so what's your number one?
All right, my number one is a portion of the interview in the beginning of the movie.
Okay.
So this is where he kills his mother and her mother's boyfriend.
Yeah.
I was waiting on my mother to come out to give me my Bible lesson. Well, I hear the commotion up there in the house. So I ran up on the screened in porch to see what was going on. I looked in the window there and I seen my mother laying there on the floor without any clothes on. Mm, mm, mm. I've seen Jesse Dixon laying out on top of her. He was having his way with her. Mm. Well, I just seen red. I picked up a Kaiser blade that was sitting there by the screen door. Some folks call it a Sling Blade. I call it a Kaiser blade. Got a long wood handle, kind of like an axe handle, but a long blade on it, shaped kind of like a banana, sharp on one end and dull on the other end. It's what the highway boys used to cut down weeds and whatnot. Well, I went in the house and I hit Jesse Dixon upside the head with it, knocked him off my mother. I reckon that didn't quite satisfy me. So I hit him again with it in the neck with the sharp edge and just plumb near cut his head off. Killed him. My mother jumped up from there and started hollering, "What'd you kill Jesse for? What'd you kill Jesse for?" Well, come to find out, I don't reckon my mother minded what Jesse was doing to her. Reckon that made me madder than what Jesse made me. I called it a Kaiser blade, and I hit my mother upside the head with it. Killed her. Some folks has asked me if I had it to do over again, but I'd do it the same way. I reckon I would.
I think I might have to leave your interpretation of that in. How you do the mm-hms. That was great. Okay. So
But he did it. It was more his was more nasal.
yeah,
That's
exactly. More like a grunting thing.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, very well done. So yeah, that whole thing was the genesis of the movie. Like he apparently created this character out of nowhere and did this little almost like a play, like a one-man play thing with that whole thing, and then from there decided to make a full movie out of it.
Yeah, I mean, actually, you could have taken that whole interview and chopped it up and made 5 things out of it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, all right, well, cool. So this will be kind of easy to put together. Oh, I didn't say my one yet, right?
And that,
Which is just him saying, "I like them French fried potatoes," which was your number 5. So we've come full circle. So since we had that one in common, that'll be 1. The interview will be number 2. The my 2, which was the French fried taters interaction, will be 3. Your 2 will be number 4, the him killing Doyle phone call. And then it's between our number 3s at 5, which I think yours should be the one, because we need to have Doyle in there about midgets and antique furniture. So good stuff. That is a good list. Any honorable mentions? Probably not, right? I think that's enough.
yeah, probably. Uh,
Yeah. No, I mean a lot of it ends is a lot like running things that are repetitive, like the French fried taters and the joke and whatever, and Doyle being a horrible human being. So, all right. Well, without further ado, here are the top 5 Sling Blade quotes right now.
Hey, is this the kind of retard that drools and rubs shit in his hair and all that? Because I'm going to have a hard time eating around that kind of thing now. Just like I am about antique furniture and midgets. You know that. I can't so much drink a damn glass of water around a midget or a piece of antique furniture.
Yes, ma'am. I need the police sent over here at the Wheatley house. I've killed Doyle Hargraves with a lawnmower blade. Yes, ma'am. I'm right sure of it. I hit him 2 good whacks with it. That second one just plumb near cut his head in 2. It's a little old white house on the corner of Vine Street and some other street. There's a truck out front that says Doyle Hargraves Construction on it. So I'll be sitting here waiting on ye. And Doyle says, besides sending the police, You might want to send an ambulance or a hearse. Thank you. Reckon what you like to eat in there?
Well, the French fries are pretty good.
French fried potatoes?
Yep, French fries.
How much you want for 'em?
Well, they're 60 for the medium and 75 for large.
I reckon I'll have me some of the big ones.
All right, then one large French fries.
Well, I hear the commotion up there in the house, so I run up on the screened in porch to see what is going on. I looked in the window there and I seen my mother laying on the floor there, need clothes on. I seen Jesse Dixon laying on top of her. He was having his way with her. Well, I just seen red. I picked up a Kaiser blade that was sitting there by the screen door. Some folks called it a Sling Blade. I call it a Kaiser blade. Just kind of a long wood handle, kind of like an axe handle, with a long blade on it, shaped kind of like a banana. Sharp on one edge and dull on the other. It's what the highway boys used to cut down weeds and whatnot. Well, I went in there in the house, and I hit Jesse Dixon upside the head with it, knocked him off my mother. I reckon that didn't quite satisfy me. So I hit him again with it in the neck with a sharp edge and just plumb near cut his head off. Killed him. My mother, she jumped up from there and started hollering, "What'd you kill Jesse for? What'd you kill Jesse for?" Well, come to find out, I don't reckon my mother minded what Jesse was doing to her. I reckon that made me madder than what Jesse'd made me. So I taken the Kaiser blade. Some folks called it a Sling Blade. I call it a Kaiser blade. And I hit my mother upside the head with it. Killed her. Some folks has asked me if you had it to do over again, would you do it the same way? I reckon I would. I like them French fried potatoes.
Yeah. All right, so now the letter T. There's still quite a few that we haven't gotten to, but we'll see if we have any in common. My list from the top down is There Will Be Blood, There's Something About Mary, Trading Places, and The Treasure of the Sierra Madre. We don't need no stinking badges.
I'm giving everybody a second chance to vote for Tombstone,
Ah, okay.
True Lies, Tango and Cash, and Three Amigos.
Okay. Yeah, Three Amigos is quotable. I will say that. Wow. Okay. So yeah, none in common. So our top twos, we got so Tombstone, There Will Be Blood, True Lies, and There's Something About Mary are the options. So you guys know what to do either in the comments below or on the Johnny Radio poll. Vote for your favorite of those four, and that'll be the next episode. Yeah, this could go in any direction. I have, of course, another darkly humorous, or anyway that I find humorous. There Will Be Blood. Some scenes, and just an all-out comedy. Something About Mary. And your picks are pretty good as well. I gotta say, just Doc Holliday, Val Kilmer alone, and Tombstone. You got a lot of good quotes. And of course, Arnold, always quotable. So we shall see, but I'll see you on the next one. Love you.
Love you too.
All right, bye.
Bye.